I have received word from one of my sources the other day that Ram will drop the 5.7 and 6.2 Hemi V8 engines from the lineup in 2024. So what's going to happen to the TRX, which Ram said earlier was going to be safe until 2024? And what's going to happen to the 6.4 in the HD trucks? Ram's next big event is coming in January at the CES show, where they will show the future of the brand. The 2024 all-electric Ram Revolution will be the beginning of a microtransaction future. But what if I told you that engines aren't going away entirely? That before Hemis go calmly into the night, you first had to experience.
We're adding 2 new engines to the lineup, the Hurricane Twin Turbo and the Hurricane Twin Turbo 510.
So not to sound repetitive and repeat the same stuff I've already said in my last 2 videos, you can check out my last video about the Ram Revolution that's doing a big reveal in January and all the information we know about that truck at this point, including some of the microtransactions like this one.
We will give our customers the ability to upgrade their vehicles in real time. Here are a few examples. For our Ram pickup owners, customers can increase the capability of their truck to handle greater loads.
So that's the future of Ram, so let's get to the current Hemi trucks. A source of mine told me that the 5.7 and 6.2 Hemi will be dropped after the 2023 model year. Now something happened between now and April, because back then, the Ram CEO was asked if the TRX will live on past 2023, and he said that the TRX will live in its current form at least until 2024. And even Tim Knisis gave a similar answer in 2021 when he was asked if the current Challenger and Charger will live on past 2023, and he said they could coexist for maybe 1 or 2 years alongside the Charger Daytona EV.
Now, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. While this ordering window is opening, there is another one that's closing. And it's really important that we need to talk about. The 23 model year Chargers and Challengers will be the last of the Hemi powered L cars that we build. And when that window closes, there's no reopening it. Production ends December of 23. You need to get your orders in now or never. Because when the last Hemi Chargers and Challengers roll off the line at Brampton, it's going to be the end of a legendary era.
So we have 2 CEOs of Stellantis say that the Hemis will live on at least until 2024, and now all of a sudden in the last couple of months, no one will commit to Hemi engines, no one will commit to inline 6 Hurricanes, and other than the Hornet, they are only talking about EVs and hydrogen vehicles. Dodge shows the Charger Daytona at Speed Week, Ram's going to show the Ram Revolution at CES, and there is no other event that we know of that's going to push any other product that's coming in 2024 unless it's electric. With 2023 almost being certain to be the final year of the 5.7 and 6.2 Hemi V8, the Hurricane engines are confirmed by Stellantis themselves to be the primary engine of STLA Large and Frame vehicles. We are currently 12 months away from 2024, and no one other than Jeep confirms they will use the Hurricane engines. The Pentastar V8 is not going away, and it's uncertain how Stellantis will use that engine, but it did invest $25 million to retool a plant in Michigan to build a new updated version of the Pentastar that will show up early in 2023. Ram does use a 6.4 Hemi in the Ram HD line, but I expect that engine to stick around until at least Ram can get the new Cummins engine that'll be able to run a variety of fuels, from gas to diesel to natural gas and hydrogen. I covered that engine in this video, but it makes sense for Ram to use that engine in all the versions of the HD trucks. Several different fuel options from one engine that share 80% of same components is something Stellantis would like to do in order to not carry so many different parts for different vehicles.
Now we're working on these vehicles together, which allows us to share some of the most costly components in a way never before done. And one of the most important segments in the North American market, as we all know, is a segment the Ram truck plays in, the 1500. And there's a new platform we're working on with engineering called STLA Frame. Similar ideals. Stay tuned, but there's some pretty cool looking Ram trucks coming your way. And with that, back to you, Patrice.
I had a sneaking suspicion about a month ago when I did this video about Dodge's Hemi allocation numbers. For it to be the last call for Dodge, they were down on Hemi allocations across the board. I covered in previous videos that a source told me that Stellantis was shutting down the 6.2 Hemi line and converting it over to make the inline 6 Hurricanes. Now I wonder if Stellantis is going to do the same thing with the 5.7 and 6.4 production lines, shut them down sometime this year, stockpile engines for a possible final year, and then just ration them off in 2024. I did notice Jeep dropped the 5.7 in the 2023 Grand Cherokee 2-row body. No matter what trim of the 2-row Grand Cherokee, you cannot add the 5.7 Hemi in any of them. But you can add it to the 3rd-row version, but only in the most expensive trim, the Summit Reserve, that starts at $70K. Same with the Wagoneer models, but this time you can only get the 5.7 or the 6.4 in only either the base or the most expensive trim. So it seems like Jeep is trying to price the majority of people out of buying Hemi engines, and I would say manipulate trims in order to influence Hurricanes on people rather than them choosing for themselves. And this is how I can see Ram doing in 2024. Instead of dropping all the Hemis like the 5.7, the 6.2, and the 6.4, I can see Ram throwing a V8 in the most expensive trims to force people to either pay to play or get in where you fit in with the Hurricanes or the Pentastar being your choice within your budget. So I can see Ram probably only throwing the 5.7 in the Limited or the Longhorn in order to drive customers to a higher price point. Now the TRX, my source told me that engine was gone specifically in 2024. I did this video a while ago covering the quotes from the CEO of Ram earlier this year that said the TRX was staying in its current form after 2023. Now when the Ram CEO was originally asked about the TRX, it was during the New York Auto Show back in April. After hearing from a source that Ram would drop the Hemi in 2024, I did some searching to see if anything had changed, and I noticed that the Department of Transportation announced new emission standards that will kick in starting 2024 for passenger vehicles and light-duty trucks. So this can explain why all of a sudden Dodge changed their minds on keeping the current Hemi cars until 2024, maybe 2025. Jeep being sneaky, dropping the Hemi out of the Grand Cherokee and the Grand Wagoneer out of most of their trims, while now all of a sudden we're hearing Ram dropping the Hemi engines, and now while the Ram CEO is talking about electrification in the TRX compared to earlier this year. I covered in this video the performance 4xe system that Stellantis is working on, so you can check that one out. So I'm going to recommend that you guys go ahead and order the Ram truck that you've been waiting out for. All you guys that cannot get a last call Hellcat, I would go ahead and order a TRX before Ram all of a sudden announced that the 6.2 in the TRX is going to be gone in 2024. Right now on the TRX forums, you can easily find $10,000 off deals on the TRX. So I will go ahead and jump on the deal sooner than later, because imagine the circus that will happen when it's last call on the TRX. We just seen last call for Dodge, and dealers are going insane over cars with just stickers on them. The next time Ram's going to be on stage is January at the CES show, and we know the Stellantis CEO will be introducing the Ram Revolution EV truck. So other things like Hurricanes, hybrids, or Hemis being dropped could be revealed then. I have an order in for a Challenger Red Eye, but have not gotten an email confirmation from Dodge that they accepted the order. So I'm going to probably wait until the CES show, and if they announce they're dropping a Hemi, I'm going to jump on ordering TRX just in case I can't get my Red Eye. I'd rather be caught CYA than being stuck SOL. Just saying. But let me know what you guys think about Ram dropping a Hemi from the lineup. Do you think Ram will go cold turkey and drop all the Hemis? Or could they go the route of Jeep and limit what trims you can get to 5.7, forcing customers into the updated Pentastar or maybe the inline 6 Hurricane engines? Leave this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Pick up some merch on your way out, and until the next time, I'm out.